guys, so welcome to the second installment of Lady Gaga week, G.U.Y week here on my channel. So in my last Gaga tutorial, lots and lots of you wanted to see the natural look, sort of the fun, springy, natural look in front of the flower wall. And I absolutely love that look on Gaga. She's been rocking it a couple of times now to like events and to like TV interviews. And when I saw that look in the music video, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the extreme cut in half one. And if people want to see the natural one, I'm definitely gonna do that one. So here I am, doing it for you. And one thing I totally forgot to say in my previous intro for the guide tutorial was, oh my god, the Housewives! Oh my god, they included my favorite show in like a music video. So yeah, if you want to know how to get this a really nice, glowy, natural look, then please keep on watching. So as always, I already applied a base and I used my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot for that. And because the skin is gonna have quite a warm and bronzed up feeling, I also wanna give that feeling to my eyes. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go to the back now. I'm gonna take Illamasqut's blush in Disobey and a bronzing brush, a blush brush. And you just wanna grab a little tiny bit and then work most of it on the back of your hand. And then what you wanna do is just close your eye and kind of wiggle that brush around. Wiggle it in your crease, as if you're using the biggest blending brush in your life, and wiggle it onto your eye and into your crease. Now you want to sculpt out your crease a little bit more, and for that I'll be using this sculpting powder by MAC called Sculpt. And then also from the Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, I'll be taking this color right here, and this is Velvet Revolver. And you want to start shading this on the outer part of your crease, and mainly keep it there as well. So just keep applying bit by bit and build some definition in there. And then once most of the product is on your lids already, kind of take it to the inner crease as well. Highlighting the eye is a necessity for this look. And for that, I'll be taking this MAC Shaping Powder in Emphasize. And with this, I'm first gonna hit my brow bone. First, just kind of pack it on underneath the highest point of your arch, and then kind of blend it out. And then with this, you also really wanna pack it on the inner corners and open up your eyes with this and blend that out as well. So going back in with Velvet Revolver and that taupe blush by MAC. Then for the lid, I'm going back into this Too Faced Natural Eye Palette, and I'm taking this color right here, and that is called Silk Teddy. And I'll lightly apply this over the inner part of your lid to like half of your lid. And because I feel like that is a little bit too stark compared to Gaga's look, I'm going to go back into that taupe blush by MAC and kind of dust it over the Silk Teddy color to kind of tone it down a bit and just make it a little bit more natural. Then I'm also going in Nude Beach, just a tiny bit with my finger, and also tap this on top for some glitter. For the bottom lid, I'm going to take that combination of Velvet Revolver and taupe again, and you mainly want to focus this on the outer sort of third of the lower lash line. And now sticking with that same color combo, I'm going to give some definition to the outer part of my eye here, more of the outer V, and that will really make this look. It will really give it definition, and it just makes it pop and look nice, basically. And then with Velvet Revolver only, I'm also gonna brush that along the roots of my lash line just to ground the look a little bit more. Now shocker, take that big brush where you apply your bronzer with on as well. Take that again. Wow, take that again. And then just kind of do the first step again, and this will really bring back that warmth and give it all a nice fuzzy blended feeling. I'm highlighting my inner corners using my The Balm Overshadow Pigment in No Money, No Honey. And definitely do not be careful with this. You really want that inner corner of your eyes to glow. And especially once we glow up the skin, it will really tie in with each other and it will just look awesome. The waterline, I'm applying some Ben 9 Neutralizer Cream Crayon in ultra light. And now what you of course want to do is curl your lashes using your favorite eyelash curlers. Mine are by Shiwamura. And then for mascara, you definitely do want to apply some mascara, but don't go overboard with it. What I saw on Lady Gaga was that mainly the roots of her lashes were really thick and luscious and coated, and the tips of the lashes weren't touched at all. So you really get that definition from applying it to the roots of your lashes, but you don't get that sort of length, and I really like that. So I mainly kept it at the roots of my lashes and wiggled it up a little bit, but not too much. For that, I'll be using my Makeup Studio Waterproof 3D Extra Black Mascara, and to really sort of reach the roots of my lashes, I'll be taking the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. I always get a tongue twister with this one. So on to one of the most important factors into making this look a success is the skin and the cheeks. Okay, so just let me fill you in quickly on what I use for my base. I started moisturizing with my MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance stuff in Radiant Pink. For my foundation, I went for my L'Oreal True Match in Soft Ivory. I then concealed my dark circles and highlighted my skin using my Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC in NC15. And to set it all, I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light and in Ethereal Light. Okay, so on to the cheeks. What you want to do is first contour a little bit where you need it. You don't have to do this. I personally do have to do this because I look like crap without my contour on. So for that, I'll be taking my Illamasqua eyeshadow in Heroin. And I've gotten a lot of requests on how I contour and highlight, so I will probably film that in the near future. Okay, so once you've done that, it's time to bronze it up and really give your face that sort of luminous, bronzy bronzeness. So for this, I'm going to make a mixture with my Bourjois bronzer, and this is the bronzing powder, just their normal one. And of course, it couldn't be missed, my Illamasqua blush in Disobey. What I'm going to do is mix the powders, and whatever is in the brush, I'm going to wipe on the back of my hand, and then really lightly from your contour, you want to dust it up using circular motions. And I'm barely touching my skin. You really want this to be as light as a feather touching your skin. And sort of just from your contour, go up until sort of like this part of your face. And then also kind of use it as a blush a little bit. Then also a neat trick is to where your arch is, so your brows and then your arch, above your arch, kind of dust it as well. And this will give a really nice sort of warmth to the face without being too fake. And again, this is as light as a feather touching my skin. And then what I like to do is sort of dash it onto my chin a little bit and under my lip to kind of tie that in as well. And that is how you can get that really nice sort of Gaga bronze that she's wearing in that scene. And it's just naturally bronzing up your face without going overboard. For blush, you just want to add a little tiny touch of pink because the main pink sort of focus in her look was on her lips. So I'm going to take my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Doll Face and kind of mix it into the cheek right here. Just a tiny bit, nothing too drastic. Then for highlighting, this is my favorite part because Gaga was glowing in G.U.Y and I absolutely loved it. So for that, I'll be taking my Vanilla Pigment by MAC. And then on top of that, I also did this in my previous G.U.Y tutorial. I'm gonna make it wet and dampy using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. So first taking vanilla, and let's get highlighting. And tap it. For lips, you want to go for a really nice sort of natural pinky stain with a gloss on top. For this, I'll be taking my Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in Unapologetic. And then quickly, I'm just going in with a lip pencil to give my top lip a little bit more body and shape. And as a gloss, I'll be using this Yves Saint Laurent Gloss Volupté in 202. And that, guys, completes this Lady Gaga G.U.Y. #2 inspired makeup tutorial, the one where she's like being all sexy in front of them flowers. For a full list of every single product mentioned and used, go to my website, Nikkietutorials.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That all is Nikkietutorials. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And question of the video is, because the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills were in this video, who is your favorite housewife of Beverly Hills? Mine, by far, like with the distance, is Lisa Vanderpump. And after that comes Carlton. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Gaga week, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.